Good morning. It's Thursday, the 14th of January, 2019. Happy Valentine's Day. This is a new position for me to record in rather than at the desk. Pulled up into the chair here for what feels like story time, which is nice. So I did a good session this morning, got back into good routines, hopping up at 5:30 and getting into it. I couldn't help myself. I rewrote again this opening component of Monologue 3, my nihilism adult entertainment component that I'm trying to wrap my head around. And I think I did wrap my head around it this morning. I'm really happy with what I've written. It's not too bleak. It's focused on the heart of the content, which is the question on how we entertain ourselves in order to stay alive, and how or why I would write a story about a sword-wielding nurse and a blindfolded man in a wheelchair in order to entertain myself, in order to stay alive. So I hope that's what comes through. And the way that I said it just then, if I can maybe go back in and try and recapture that, I would be happy maybe with just those 20 words instead of the 1400 that I wrote this morning. So another big component to open with, but I think it's okay. I'm looking now, well, it is okay because now I can go forward with what comes next in terms of the way I'm going to write the actual beach surgery narrative. And that's, yeah, I mean, I need to move forward. I'm losing time spinning my wheels on this particular opening. And I mean, the planning that I did the other day to rethink through these structures, I mean, that was only 2 days ago, wasn't it, on the train, 3 days ago on the train on the way down to Sydney. So it hasn't been too bad, and I've had to spend a couple of days to try to get this part right. But anyway, it is what it is, and I'm happy with it. I wouldn't say I'm as thrilled as some of the other sections, but then I also, I don't know. I mean, that's in this is part of why I think it's important to keep momentum going forward. Is this longer that you make something and keep it alive until it's finished, the more chance that you've got of reflecting upon it and thinking, yeah, I'm not so sure anymore. And that doesn't change what I think about what I've written. I really like it. I like the aesthetic. I like the intention, the content, the structure. I'm really happy with the book. I'm going to feel happier when I can see Monologue 3 turn into something that is as representative of what I want to create as have the first two monologues been. And so that's what I've got to keep on with. And when I read back over some of the components from Monologue 1 and 2 the other day on the weekend, I was just really, really happy and really impressed with what had been put down. Now I'm in sort of the throes of ploughing through particular things that I'm not completely certain about in terms of its quality, but I can't let that distract me. This component of this monologue is not everything. It's man, I mean, I think about actually some of the things that I've written earlier, that this is so much stronger in its aesthetic and its content. I am just overthinking things. And I'm being more critical on myself now because I'm expecting more since I've gotten through such a good amount of content in such a short amount of time. I'm just sort of, yeah, I'm weighing a lot more critically heavily upon what I'm doing than I think I have been previously, when I was just happy to see things move forward and that it was something that was new for me and was a really good thing to see and create. So the message is keep going, keep a good momentum going. I'm happy with what I've done after a few days of rewriting it in different ways, saved, move on to the next component, and see the monologue come alive. I hope you have a good day, and I will be back possibly in this same comfy chair tomorrow. I'll see you then.